Hey guys, Tim Olson here with the Paintless Mentor podcast, and today we're talking about should you allow for a partial drop on a headliner? And we've talked about this a little bit before, but one of the things I was going to show you was what that looks like, and kind of where it comes from, and should we allow it, and even how to avoid it. Was going to show you this estimate so you kind of know what it looks like. So let me open this up real fast. And you will notice that that is a Civic headliner. So, and it actually doesn't look much different in the sense of, but it's got the word drop. And that's kind of the key. And if you look over here, 1 hour, they allowed 1 hour. So that's no good. So, obviously, even though this is a Civic, it's probably not a super expensive headliner. It's worth more than an hour. So, where'd it come from? Derek and I were talking earlier, and we kind of feel like maybe it came from bumpers. So, a lot of bumpers got to be taken off to access the tail lights. And so, a lot of times, they'll just take one side off. And that's probably where it comes from. But I was talking to one adjuster, and I said, where do you get that from? He goes, well, you guys aren't really taking it all the way out of the car. And he said, it's kind of like a bumper. We only charge for a partial drop on a bumper. And Derek and I said, really, maybe the body man does cheat and do that. But at the same time, really, should get paid for all of it. And really, it's not good to do the bumper like that, is it? Because, you could put a stress on the paint and all that. So, but the other thing is, what do the P pages say? The P stands for procedure pages. And so one of my body shops asked about it, and he said, are you actually taking the headliner out? And I said, well, why don't we look at the P pages and see what it says? And so he started looking at all of them, and the other day, it was a Lexus, I think, and he said, he goes, well, it pays you to take the glass out. And you're not taking the glass out. And I said, well, what's the difference? And I think it was like 5.6 on a sedan, and then not taking the glass out was like 4.8 or something. So I was like, I'll take the 4.8, thank you. Yeah. So I don't know. You got to watch it, I guess. But the P pages kind of tell everything. So what do you guys think whenever you get a headliner and you see partial drop like that? What do you think? How do you feel about it? I'll tell you how I feel about it. If you don't actually supplement every one of those, you're leaving money on the table. And, the one guy frustrated me because when I asked him, I said, where did you pick that up from? He actually said, that's the way we've always done it. And it's like, it's not like the insurance company actually asked him to do it. I think they just saw it on a thing. They're like, oh, well, maybe we should just charge for partial. Okay, well, don't voluntarily give up money. And really, the only thing that's different about what we do with the headliner is we're not taking it out of the car. That's the only thing different. And if we were to take it out of the car, yeah, because it's possible to do it without taking the glass out. We used to do it all the time, but it's not great for the headliner. But then if you took the glass out, okay, well you could do that, but it's going to be some money because there's the risk of breaking the glass and all that. So the other thing I was going to mention to you guys, and I'm trying to see if the chat is showing up, which it is not. Okay, so the other thing I was going to mention to you is that I was at a body shop and the gentleman was doing there was some stuff that I couldn't fix. It was too large. It was hail. And, rather than drop the headliner, and he just started kind of working on it. I said, hey, what are you going to, because some of them had they were across ribs and stuff like that. I said, are you going to try to, maybe push that up a little bit or do something and maybe use the weld-on stud gun? And he said, I'm not using the weld-on stud gun because I've caught stuff on fire before with it, like a headliner. So I'm not doing it. And so if you're a body man, one thing I think you should really think about is that if you have to do severe hail on a roof, you should actually charge for the headliner. And that way you'll have backside access and you can at least, whack it with your picking hammer. So that's kind of my opinion on it. And like I said, my son Logan is helping me here. Logan, do you see any comments or anything that anybody's saying? Okay. Which I don't know. I've seen a little chat window here, and you guys weren't expecting me to go live, but But yeah, so that's what we think about partial headliner drops. What do you think? So if you can hear me okay, put yes in the comments. And if you have a comment about partial drops, what do you normally do? But yeah, the P pages are your friend. And that's our episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.